Developing news, a suspected bank robber is identified. John Spearins of Providence is wanted for robbing banks in Pawtucket and Seacon. Now, police say they've identified him through a tip from an Eyewitness News viewer after we exclusive surveillance on Monday. Investigators are trying to determine if he's working with another suspect, Ronnie Dpearin, who's wanted for 3 other bank robberies in the area.
Also new upscale South Florida community, a man has been shot in High Pines. That's a small area that's sandwiched between Coral Gables and South Miami. CBS 4's Drusilla Ramirez reports from their live. Drusilla.
Well, a lot of the people that we talked to, the residents, say that they heard the shots, they heard arguing, but police at this hour really aren't telling us a lot. What we do know is that the body was found right behind me here, right in front of this home, and that they have been talking to a woman all morning long, and now they just have to try to figure out exactly what happened here early this morning. Dad! Rosa Aguirre was sound asleep when she heard the round of shots.
Here around 4 a.m., 4 shots. And they wake up, my husband, and the dog is barking all the time, and can see outside, but it's too dark.
To her horror, the shots came from the side of her house, the victim's body falling just feet away from her front door, where police laid out yellow markers indicating the spots where the bullet casings fell.
Yeah, of course, it's crazy. My daughter wake up around 5 when the police around here, and she told, Mommy, what happened?
This is what police say happened. They received a number of calls from the neighborhood from residents who heard the gunfire.
When the officers arrived on the scene, they located a white male lying on the side of the road.
Not too long after that, they came across a woman who police say obviously knows something.
We are talking to that witness that we have, and other people in the area that did call it in. Hopefully we'll be able to figure this one out quick.
For residents, it's surprising to say the least. Those who've been here for a while tell us a lot of people cut through this neighborhood, so there's always plenty of traffic. Although some say they heard a man and a woman arguing, police aren't commenting.
It's way too early to tell whether it's domestic related or not.
So, of course, they're still trying to gather as much information as possible. If you have anything for police, the number they're urging you call is Crime Stoppers. It is 305-4716. That is the latest in Southwest Miami-Dade. Drusilla Ramirez, CBS 4 News. 4 News.
And not too far from that scene, a student from Our Lady of Lourdes Academy is carjacked while parked at a nearby elementary school. CBS 4's Tiffany Hellberg is there. Tiffany, this one ends with a crash.
Yeah, you can see that police are still dusting off that Mercedes for evidence behind me. They say it was carjacked earlier this morning. They believe the person who stole it might be connected to a murder that you heard Drusilla talking about from this morning. They say that an armed suspect carjacked the Mercedes from the Epiphany School on Southwest 84th Street. Now, police arrested this man, but asked us not to show his face because they're about to use him in a police lineup to show witnesses. Police tell us the man they arrested was armed when he came up to a 17-year-old Our Lady of Lourdes student parking her car at Epiphany. They say he demanded the girl's wallet and sold her Mercedes, and the student alerted OnStar, and a Coral Gables police officer spotted the car. Now, the suspect made it all the way here to South Dixie Highway and 37th Avenue, where he crashed into a random woman driving a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Police did catch the suspect, and medics treated him here for injuries. They put a neck brace on him and later carried him off in a stretcher. Meanwhile, the woman driving the Cherokee was taken to the hospital. We spoke to her husband.
She was totally freaked out, totally out there, and I mean, she was very shocked, and because you know, it's when you find a guy like coming towards you like from nowhere, you know, it's kind of shocking.
Again, a serious situation here as both homicide and robbery detectives pick apart this scene. Live in Miami,
confirming that the crimes are connected.
First, there was a deadly shooting in the exclusive High Pines neighborhood of Miami. Then a carjacking involving a student from a well-known girls' school. My alma mater, in fact. CBS Sports' Dave Malkoff live tonight outside Miami-Dade Police, where he's uncovered even more to this story. Dave.
Hey, Maggie and Rob, let me tell you, I have been on the phone so much tonight that my battery is basically dead, calling all over this country trying to figure out this crime. It looked like it was just one murder in an exclusive neighborhood, and then it looked like it was a carjacking. Now there are dots connected hundreds of miles away from here in a story that's much larger than we first thought.
Of course, it's crazy. My daughter wake up around 5 when the police around here, And she told, Mommy, what happened? Oh.
What happened behind the yellow tape could reveal a crime spree that stretches all the way up the East Coast. In the early morning hours is when police found this man's body. Neighbors heard the gunshots in the normally quiet neighborhood of High Pine.
Around 4 a.m., 4 shots.
This man is dead, but the tale gets even more twisted from here. Not long after police found that body, a 17-year-old student was getting out of her car when she was carjacked outside of Our Lady of Lourdes Academy.
And it's surprising this is the first time that actually has happened, and it's thankful that nothing happened to the girl. She did the right thing. That she gave the car and her keys to the man.
She alerted OnStar, police gave chase, and the stolen car crashed. That's when police arrested the suspect. Crime solved? Not quite. These crimes are connected.
Well, what I'm able to confirm at this time is that the homicide that occurred earlier this morning in South Miami and the carjacking are in fact related. And that is from our investigation that we've had throughout the afternoon and the evening.
One more twist, and this is the big one. I just got off the phone with a reporter from a New England newspaper called the Sun Chronicle. Together with Miami Herald, we are hearing what could be the real story between these two men, the one who was killed and the one who possibly did the killing. The Sun Chronicle reports that they were bank robbers on the run who had just pulled off several jobs both in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. Both newspapers are now reporting that the one suspect shot his partner in crime, identifying the dead man as 33-year-old Ronald Spearins. Now, Miami-Dade police won't confirm that connection between this crime and the one up north, but they are still working on many angles of this. This should come out pretty soon. We're told that those robberies up in the Northeast, they weren't particularly violent, even though it looks like it ended violently down here. And most of the robberies, they just handed the teller a note. Only once was there a report of a gun in the bank. We're live at Miami-Dade headquarters. I'm Dave Malkoff, CBS 4 News Tonight.